What's up, guys? It is Gage and it is Recon. We are here with episode 10 of SCB. We in the double digits now, man. We already in double digits.
Yep. Damn.
I know it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
10
So we are
episodes.
here with another special guest, DZO. How you doing, brother?
Feeling great, feeling great. I'm happy to be a part of this podcast. I've been a fan of it since it started, and I've been watching a lot of the episodes, and it's been looking great.
Happy to have you on, man. We've tried recording this like 4 times now, and almost felt like you being on was cursed.
Yeah.
But we're finally here. So real quick, just the people that maybe are listening don't really know who you are. Real quick, just kind of explain who you are, what you do, what you're going to be doing in March, man.
My name is Deshaun Pitt Jones, but people call me DZO. I'm 22. I work at Jersey Mike's. I make sandwiches.
Yeah.
And I just do a lot. I train. I do a lot of content with my friends whenever I have time, and that's pretty much it.
What's your favorite sandwich to make at Jersey Mike's? I gotta know.
It'll probably be the original Italian Mike's way with relish on the side.
Totally gonna pretend like I know what y'all talking about.
Bro doesn't know his sandwiches.
No, I do know, but I just fucking
Okay.
I don't know.
So like I was saying, DZO has a fight scheduled March 21st on Breakout 08 Wrath of the Dragon against Soulful, and then we got you on Source 7 too. You ready to go, man? It's about to be the new year, and
10
you're already
days.
gonna have 2 fights in your belt.
10 days left for that fight too. Pretty
Yeah.
close.
So I wanted to ask your upcoming fight. You just told me, I think it was today, you told me that training camp just ended. So I wanted to ask how your camp went for this fight coming up, man. How are you feeling, and how did it go?
A lot of studying, a lot of sparring, a lot of training. Because I'm just so locked in for this fight. I'm locked in for 2026 because my one goal is to get a title belt. So basically for this camp, I just did a lot of sparring, did a lot of studying film on Prince Tate, and
Okay.
I just been like locked in because of my last 3 fights. I really haven't been locked in because I have a lot of stuff going on. So I'm officially back as like the DZO that I was not be able to beat from 2024.
Hell yeah, man. With how you said with your past other fights, having a lot going on, that can really play a big part in fights. And just from you saying, that maybe you won't have as much going on, and you can focus more on your camp, focus more on your opponent. So it sounded like that we'll get a whole new DZO in this fight. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited to watch you go in there. We're going to be doing a watch party for the event. So I'm excited to see you and him go out there, go to war, try to hurt each other, man. And then, so you're fighting in 10 days from the day we're recording this, and then March 21st, you'll be fighting against Soulful on Breakout 08. How you feeling about that fight, man?
The Soulful fight, I mean, after the Prince Tate fight, after I win, I'm probably going to go back to training again because after that, I'm going to be fighting again like in March. So I'm going to be going back to, training again. I know Soulful is probably training as well, but I think that this Soulful fight is basically me versus Ant Mills when I first made my debut. And I think that I'm going to walk over Soulful. That's just because I don't think I see anything from Soulful that makes me realize that I need to train my ass off. But I'm still going to train, but I'm just not going to like overtrain for someone who's that's not even put the gloves off.
So you're saying Prince Tate is the more harder fight than Soulful?
Yes. As much as I'm gonna say, Prince Tate is the harder fight against Soulful because Prince Tate is actually a champion that has a belt, has a winning record, and yeah.
Okay. Okay, yeah, because when you do fight him in March, like you said, that he's kind of not as known. Um, like we just don't know much about him. That's about it with him.
Yeah,
But he's going to be coming in to prove a point. To show everybody that he's a new guy, new contender, and he's ready to take on the show. And your job is to stop him from doing that, to mark your place, to go in that ring, tell him this is my ring. You go back here, I'm staying here. Yeah, man, I'm excited for both of the fights. I'm gonna be there in March, so I'll be able to watch that in person, which is fucking dope. I'm excited for all the fights I'll be able to see in person. But like I said, we're gonna be doing a watch party on Sword 7, so I'm excited to watch that fight too.
If I'm not
With
mistaken, your fight on Sword 7 is co-main, right?
it most likely will because it's
Okay,
a U.S. and Canada fight. So it just wouldn't be my second co-main. I mean, I fought in co-main against Ant Mills and Yaze on the last War 7 fight of flight last year. So I wouldn't be surprised if I am co-main for Prince Day fight.
okay,
But
yeah, I feel
we'll
like
see.
I feel like your fight and the little Joey AJ are arm wrestling right now for that co-main.
Yeah.
Um, so I mean, whichever gets the co-main, uh, to me, I just want to see the fights happen. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
So yeah, man. 10 days. That's so crazy. I feel like this whole card just got announced. Um,
It's
and
had
now
ups and downs for
it
sure.
has. It's had a lot of ups and downs. What's your overall opinions on this card coming up? Because there was a ton of hype at first, with the whole card. And then it all kind of, I don't want to say it came crashing down, because it didn't. There's still a lot of hype with it, with the main event, with your fight, with the little Joey AJ. Um, but what's your overall opinions on the whole card itself?
Uh, I think this card is definitely better than the last card, even with some of the fight that had happened between me and Augustin for multiple reasons. But I think that the card will go well. There will be nobody pulling out. I hope AJ shows up so we can really, have like a full on card without anybody pull out. Because I think there's only been one fight that was pulled off the card. I think it was Alex, right? Alex and Grievous.
Yes, yeah, I think
Yeah,
that was
Yes,
yeah.
that's the only so far.
So
No, there's
far,
been
I think
yeah,
it
multiple
was just
fights.
Alex
There's been
because he got
multiple.
he got sick. He told me he got the flu. Um,
I mean, as a whole, there's been multiple pullouts, but as
yeah,
of
but
recently, it's Alex and
usually
uh,
a
this
lot of the
fight.
pullouts happen like at this time when it's like week of or about to be week of. That's when a lot of the happens, and it hasn't really happened, which is a good sign. Um, what do you think about that? The whole thing going on with little Joey and AJ. Um,
the, the, the
what do you?
promo is crazy,
The
especially with
promo
Joy
is crazy.
AJ's sister. It was crazy. I like the promo. I mean, it's kind of similar to how Dylan Dennis was doing against Logan
Yeah.
Paul. So I kind of like that was crazy promo from Joey, and I'm very proud of him. I'm very proud that he's going to make his SCB debut with no exhibitions.
Mm-hmm.
And see we go.
Yeah, yeah. How about that? The newly added 2-fight 1 night for AJ, because now he's gonna be fighting Lil Joey, and he's gonna be. I don't know if it's a fight, if it's an exhibition. I don't really know what's
No,
going on with
so
that. But the one with Zay.
it's an exhibition. That one is an exhibition.
Okay.
It was originally a fight, but it was recently turned into an exhibition. And then the Lil Joey and AJ fight is an actual fight.
Okay. Yeah. What's your opinions on that whole, like, regardless, 2-fight on 1 night? Because in my opinion, as soon as that came out, I thought that was really stupid.
I could agree.
Because AJ we haven't seen AJ in 2 years now, I think. And not only is he going to be battling ring rust in the fight with Joey, but he's also going to be having a fight exhibition with a more experienced person than Joey.
The two one night, I kind of agree on you. It is kind of stupid, but I think it depends on which fight starts first. Whoever fights first, which I think is going to be the exhibition.
I think
Because
I think it's Zay first.
yeah, and then after the exhibition, then we have the Joey fight. I mean, if AJ thinks he can beat both of them, you just got to show it on the 10.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think it's kind of stupid that it's happening, but it is what it is. Fight is a fight.
Yeah. And then another fight on the card is the main event, Augustin versus Votfi. You had some. You got some history with Augustin from the last Sword of 7 card. And sadly, you guys weren't able to duke it out. Is that something that you would want to chase in the future? Say you get the win on the 10th. Say you get the win the 21st. Let's say he gets his wins too, or even if he gets his losses. Is that a fight that you still want to run back?
Low key, I don't know. It depends on if he beats Votfi. If he beats Votfi, then yes, I would definitely be chasing him for that fight because we have history. The only reason why our fight didn't happen is because I had a big ego and I just thought that he was an easy fight. So now, since I don't have that mindset anymore, I would willingly fight Augustin Siel. I just think that the previous War 7, I kind of made a lot of mistakes, and I don't know. I kind of just had a big ego. I kind of just thought that I could do whatever I want, but karma hit me. So
I mean,
I just hope
you had experience in the ring with Wildfire. How do you see that fight going between Wildfire and Augustin?
I think Votfi beats him. It depends on if Votfi goes in for the kill, like he did with me. If he goes in for the kill, then I think he stops Augustin in the second round. But if not, Votfi wants to kind of make it like a good fight, then I think it'll be a Votfi decision. I just don't see Augustin beating Votfi.
Okay.
After really watching his fights, there's really nothing to really show that he can beat Votfi. Votfi is still going to be the same Votfi, and then he's probably going to be fighting around his natural weight. So I think Votfi is going to win. And if Augustin proves everybody wrong, then that'd be a fight that I'd be down with.
Yeah, I like both guys. I like Votfi. We had him on, and he was really cool. And even though I don't think Augustin likes me right now, I still like him.
We'll be right back.
So, all right, buddy.
A few seconds.
So at the end of the day, when they fight, I'm just excited to watch. May the best man win. Like I said, I like both of them, even if one of them maybe doesn't like me. I think at the end of the day, it'll be a great fight. So talking more about you, I wanted to talk about some of your last fights. Like you said, your last fight was on the Past Lord 7 card in August, and you fought against Votfi. You've mentioned that you didn't really take. I mean, granted, you didn't even know you were going to fight Votfi.
Yeah, I was.
It just seems like that whole event leading up to Sword 7 might have been a little tough for you, because like you said, you felt like you had a big ego at times, and everybody has felt that before.
That's why I just thought that it's gonna be easy, so that's kind of why I didn't make weight. Yeah, and that's kind of why I wasn't going to fight, because I was scared that I'd probably beat him with the weight advantage. But so what it is.
Yeah. But I feel like whenever that sort of thing happens with somebody, when they do have like a big ego, and then they can almost like get humbled a little bit to like how you're saying you're not like that anymore, to where you're taking this new camp very seriously. And you know that, that Prince Tate can be a danger. And you know that even Soulful can be a danger. Anybody that puts on gloves and is throwing punches at your face can be a danger. But yeah, it sounds like it could be a blessing in disguise, even though it would have been rough at first on you. And I have to say, as long as people learn from that, That kind of stuff will just kind of like dust off in the wind. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Um, I also saw while I was looking through that you did have a fight on CFL, and if I'm not mistaken, which event was that? My brain isn't working.
It was on the Anthony Taylor's event where Divine
Okay.
Jason.
Yep. How did it feel fighting on a promotion a little bit, bigger than Breakout Sword 7? Because not that it's a misfits or brand risk, but it's bigger, ran by Anthony Taylor. How did it feel just going from the Sword 7s, the Breakouts into that CFL?
It was nice. The whole like thing of me fighting on CFL only started because Anthony Taylor saw my aura. Like he saw the face, he said, "Yo, you want to fight?" I'm like, fight on the car. I'm like, yeah, sure. So I guess that when I was with Divine and everybody else, Anthony Taylor noticed, I guess, the aura. I guess I have aura for some reason. So he got me to fight on this card. I fought Chris Bagoon because his opponent named Isaac didn't show up. So I said, sure, I'll fight on the card, in front of Mance Taylor. I didn't win that fight, but I got to, meet Mance Taylor and I got to fight in front of Mance Taylor, which is like my dream, in this influential league. So I kind of like finished that chapter.
Yeah. Anytime you get on bigger events, win, lose, draw, it can always build you up as a fighter. Because like you said, you got to meet the AT, you got to meet the Mams Taylor. Is that an event that you would want to get back on CFL?
It depends on if they're gonna do a CFL. I think after these couple fights, after I get those done with, I think I'm gonna try to get on Brandwitz, which I don't think that's hard because I have AT's number. I could try to, get myself in contact with Ada Cross and we can just try to make something happen.
Yep. So that's kind of what you're wanting then, wanting that, you beat Prince Tate, you beat Soulful, and maybe you do try to go on to that brand risk.
Yeah, either that or I can try to fight Pascal or Jack for a title because light heavyweight is my division now and I'm going to take it.
And I know you mentioned earlier that is you would want to chase that title fight. And that fight is, Jack does boxing and Pascal, they're fighting same card as you. Who you got in that fight? Who do you think you'll actually go up against?
Like who wins that fight?
Yeah.
I think in the rematch, I think Pascal gets it by decision.
Okay.
I think it'll be a very good fight, a very close fight. I'm leaning towards Pascal by decision.
Yeah, that's a hard fight. I won't lie. I can't.
I was about to ask who you got in that fight, Recon.
I can't. I don't know. It's a hard fight. It's just like the SOG and Pascal. When I did my prediction, I just couldn't give one.
Yep. I can't give any predictions for that card. I gotta wait until it's closer. Because it's still pretty far. It's like what, 3 months away still? Almost 3 months away. So I'll start making predictions a month out. So yeah, I wanted to talk also a little bit more about your experience in general in boxing. So I do have your record 2-3-2, and you're going to be fighting in 10 days and then in March. So you'll have a lot of experience in the fight game at least. But how long have you been training boxing, and when did you originally get into boxing?
I only have 3 years of experience. I didn't really start boxing until after I lost against Ed Mills on the first breakout event. And that's when I took my training camps like serious or got this sport of training boxing because I transferred from playing football to boxing. So I'm kind of like getting used to it. And then once I got to like after the royalty fight breakout 3, I had a huge gap to know the boxing ability and stuff, like knowing how to box and stuff and know how to do defense and stuff. And I was supposed to fight Tetsuke on breakout 4, then I had the whole like issue with the stitches in my head, and that's when the birth of JDM happens, and then we're
Okay, okay. You play football in high school?
Yeah, I played football in high school and middle school. It was so great.
What positions did you play?
Wide receiver and linebacker.
Okay. Was that something that like maybe when you were a kid you wanted to maybe try to take further into into your adulthood? Because I know people that like they play football for fun all throughout all throughout school. Some wanted to go to college, try to go pro.
No, it was just like a high school thing. It's the thing that I
Just
just
do it
got
for
interested
fun,
in.
yeah.
I was probably going to do basketball, like try to go to college basketball. But, you know, the influencer got me to like the Boston.
You play basketball in school too?
Yeah, but I was kind of like, how do I say this? I was kind of like, I'm trying to think of a player. I think I was kind of like, I think it was named Steph Curry, not Stephen Curry,
Okay.
but Steph. I
You know,
kind of like something like that.
I
We'll have
played
to
some
see.
basketball in school too, so maybe in March when we're both there, I might have to I
Yeah.
might have to dunk on the ones on you. I don't know though. We'll
No,
see.
I was varsity, so
I would smoke you, Rudy Khan. I bet I would smoke you. I
okay.
might
I never
not
fucking
look
played.
it,
I
but
never played basketball.
I played
No, I'm
basketball
kidding.
for 5 years.
I
I'd
played soccer.
smoke you.
I
Okay, yeah,
played soccer.
You'll beat me in soccer.
Soccer, that's my
I
sport
played
right there.
soccer when I was a kid, and most of the time I would miss the ball and fall on my face. So
I'd see that happening. You just try to kick the ball, but you step on the ball, slip.
thanks, thanks, man. I think you'd airball a dunk, but um,
I mean, I am. I know I can play basketball, but I'm just not good at it. I'm not that good. Let's say
it's all right.
I
I
just I
got
can't
handles,
can't
but I
dunk.
can't. I can't shoot.
I can shoot.
I can do mid range, but
Me too. I can
threes was
do.
always rough for me. Mine was handles, man. I could handle the ball and then find somebody that was open and pass it to them and then let them go.
I can never do that. I tried dunking once, and I remember falling so bad. I was like, yeah, I'm just taking a long range. No dunking no more.
Yeah. So how did the influencer boxing grab you at first? Because like you said, your first fight was Breakout 01 against why can't I remember his name? Why am I tripping right now?
And
Ant
Yeah.
Mills, thank you. I don't know why I just completely forgot his name right there. Your first fight was against Ant Mills. How did that come about? Because, like you said, you didn't have any boxing experience at all, and that was the first breakout event. So, how did you find that, and how did you like just get in touch with influencer boxing?
I think it was when I was beefing with someone that you guys just interviewed on the last
Bot fight
episode.
or waffle?
Yeah, me and Waffle kind of went back and forth, and then that's when the whole fight got made. Me and Waffle kind of like had a little beef, and that's when Ant Mills got involved, and then that's how the fight was made.
I feel like everybody when the whole small influencer boxing started coming about. I feel like everybody beefed with Waffle.
Bro, it's
Dude,
because he was a shit talker. He was a
so
shit
many people
talker.
we've interviewed already have said that they beefed with Waffle.
He was a shit talker. He changed
He's a
for the
changed
better. Who
man.
knows? He's a changed man now.
Nah, you know
He
those
went from
old
waffle to
tweets of him talking
pancakes.
shit, talk to him like the Goblin Mask, brother. You know he wants to do it a little bit more.
Yeah.
uh, so you kind of explained what your roadmap is looking like. You know, you get past your fight January 10th against Prince Tate. You do your fight against Soulful March 21st. If the Augustin rematch is there, you know, depending on how that is, yeah, kind of depending.
Yeah, it depends. If he beats Rafa, I'll fight him. If he
Okay.
loses,
And then yeah, you were talking about doing maybe brand risk in the future, but you were also talking about getting that title fight against who you think will win against Pascal. What's after that, man? Like, say you do all of that stuff, and I know people shouldn't say like look ahead, and I say that you shouldn't look ahead, but sometimes it's fun to look ahead a little bit. You know, I'll just say, what's your end goal in this whole SCB scene? Some people just do it to fight. Some people do it to actually grow, you know?
I think once I win a title, whenever it just be the breakout light heavyweight title or like a DKM transit title, I think after that, that's pretty much it. I mean, I kind of fought for the SCB scene for a very like long time, like since 2023. So I'm kind of hitting the age now. I'm kind of like
You can't
the
say that,
OG.
man. I'm 24. You
Wait,
can't
how
say
old
that
are
you're
you?
unk.
How old are you, DZO?
22.
Bro.
Bro,
I
I'm
just
so
turned.
close. You can't say that. I'm close to that age, bro. You can't be saying that.
Dude, I'm almost
Yeah.
25. How do you think I feel?
No, you are
Yeah.
unk. You
I
are
know.
unk. You're married and everything. You're unk, bro.
Yeah, but I think that's kind of like it. Win a title, and then that's kind of it, and then retire because there's really nothing for me. I kind of did everything that I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Like from the influencer scene standpoint, I didn't really like care about fighting for influencer. I just wanted to be noticed by mams when I'm fighting, and I kind of did that. So I finished my goal for that.
Hell yeah.
I feel like a lot of people are starting to retire or looking ahead of retiring from the SCB scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there is. You're talking about that in the future for your roadmap. We got Lesra talking about his 3 fight then retire. We got a man in this call that will also be fighting Lesra, which we'll talk more about whenever we get closer to that fight. Because that's February 21st, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get a little closer. But yeah, with that breakout 08 event, both of you guys are fighting on that card. Actually, I just thought of that. I don't know why I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I wanted to get your opinions on some of the fights on that card because some of the fights on that card are big, man. We got probably not even the main event, so who knows what the main event's going to be? But we got Pat typloosion
I
and
know.
Braveheart. You know who the
I
main
know what
event
the
is?
main event. Yeah, it's JDM versus Bell
Is that
versus
main
Anton.
event?
Yep, that's main event.
Yeah.
Do you think we got to bleep that out of here?
No, it is main event. They've said it.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
They just haven't fully put it on the breakout card, but both
But they've said
JDM
it
and
publicly.
Lesra,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, yeah, we got JDM versus Bell as main event then. Who do you think's got that fight, man? Because we got a lot of people saying Bell because of the size and all that. But I'll say, and like I said, I'm not making no predictions, but JDM kind of slick with it though.
I think it depends on what game plan JDM uses. If he wants to really beat Anton, he has to like be technical. Like because Anton, I'm not saying Anton isn't technical, but Anton's a very big dude and he's gonna be hitting JDM all night with big shots. So if JDM wants to make this fight easy for him, all he has to do is be technical. Throw some jabs, move out the way. If Anton gets close, try to dodge. Like
Right.
just don't run into like Anton's power punches because Anton was able to push Isa around, which is like shockingly, but that's all really JDM has to do to win that fight.
Okay.
Just be technical.
Okay. And then we got the Pat typloosion versus Braveheart fight, which is a big fight. That is the first ever undisputed title fight in SCB. And I just saw that I think it's 2 or 3 weeks after the fight, Braveheart got scheduled a fight for his belt. Which doesn't clock in my head. That doesn't make sense to me. But how do you see that fight going? Because I kind of see like a big 50-50 split right now in between that.
Yeah, I could say the same thing too, but I think Pat is going to take this series and I think he's going to win. I think he's going to win by a very majority decision, but it's going to be a good fight. Just leaning towards Pat by majority decision.
Okay. What do you make up of Braveheart getting scheduled to defend his title 3 weeks after that fight? You think he might be looking past Pat a little bit? Maybe not even him, but
really, like it depends on who has the better game plan because I don't know. It is a 50-50 fight. I really don't know who wins.
Yeah.
But it'd be a good fight and whoever wins, is undisputed. It's going to be the first undisputed champ of the
Excited
SCB.
for that.
That's so cool, man. It's so cool seeing that. And then who else we got? We got you versus Soulful. We got this man right here, Recon versus Kodiak. Which is going to also be a banger fight. Who you got in that fight?
I love Recon and Kodiak, but I don't have a prediction for that one yet because I haven't gotten time to watch anybody's fight. So
I think that means that Kodiak's gonna beat the shit out of you, Recon. No, I'm joking.
It depends on who has a better game plan because Kodiak is sort of a kind of amateur. So I'm trying.
Pretty sure he is 3-2 in amateurs or something like that.
Is he?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
somewhere around there. Yeah.
I can't really predict that fight yet. Probably when he gets close to it, I think I predict that fight. But right now, I kind of don't know yet.
Okay. And then we got Vinny Carlston versus Christian Chrissy. I think it's Chrissy or Christy. I think.
Chrissy.
Is it Chrissy or I remember fucking this up last time too. The last time we
they corrected you. They corrected you.
I did get corrected.
I forgot. Chris.
I'm very sorry. I'm very sorry, Chris. Don't beat me up when we're at March, please, for saying your name wrong. And then we got the JDM for Spell. I already said that. Jack does boxing. Pascal Logic, and you already said you think Pascal's going to take that. Because obviously you're saying that you want to fight him for that belt.
Mm-hmm.
And then supposedly
fought yet, so it's kind of like I don't really want.
Okay. And then we have apparently Lesra Gomez's last fight on that card. Who do you think he's going to be fighting? Because there are a couple names out there. Who do you think the last Lesra Gomez opponent's going to be? Just a guess.
I want to say Waffle because that's the fight Lesnar has always been one, like Waffle versus Lesnar fight. Mm-hmm. But I want to lean it towards maybe Big Sam, but then again, Big Sam probably would want to fight on breakout. So
I was thinking Big Sam. Like you said, I don't know how much of a possibility it is for him to come over to breakout. But if it was Big Sam, that'd be a big fight too.
Yeah, that would be a huge fight on the card as well with Big Sam. But yeah, I don't know who Lesnar fights. I think, yes, I don't really know.
How about a Recon rematch already on there?
2 fights one night.
Yeah.
Nah. Kodiak's the bigger fish that I need to catch.
Yeah.
I've been saying that. Yeah.
I mean, both of you guys, man. Both of you guys have good fights. And like I said, I'm so excited to be able to sit there ringside to watch both of you guys go to work. And just everybody on the card. I mean, this card is completely stacked and it's not even fully out yet. But top to bottom so far, this card is completely stacked right now. And Recon, I'm expecting, great work from you, from what I hear. And DZO, I think we're gonna see great work from you. And I think not even just in March, but in 10 days, I think we are gonna see a new and refined DZO, talking about how serious you've been taken and how hard the camp was,
It's been hard. It's been hard, and I've been trying to figure out a fighting for it. So I'm just gonna show the people that I can be dangerous if I want to. You'll see like a David Benavidez, Abdullah Mason type of hybrid because I'm very tall and lanky. But you're gonna see shots that you've never seen me throw in this fight.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to see that new level. And that's like the most exciting thing from SCB, when you see somebody make that jump to, you know, a good SCB fighter to, it's like, whoa, wait, they can actually box, you know? So I wanted to get an official prediction. We won't talk about the March 21st run right now. But for your fight in 10 days with Prince Tate, I wanted to get a prediction from you.
I think for my fight or the rest of them.
Yeah. Sorry, for your fight.
Wins, because I know how he fights. I know what he's gonna throw. I think I'm gonna try to take this to distance because, and if I want to go for the kill, I really can if I want to, but it depends. I think I'm gonna just take the distance and win by a decision win.
How many rounds
2-1.
are you guys fighting?
3 rounds, 2 minutes.
Okay.
So it'll probably just be a decision win 2-1. I might just not even try in the final round or second. No.
Okay.
Go crazy in the final round.
Yeah. And then, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, we'll talk about March 21st. How about give me a prediction for March 21st right now against Soulful? Just a year, you know.
First round. It's gonna be a first round.
First round.
I don't care if this dude is even started boxing. I've been boxing for damn near 3 years. It's a mismatch for me, and it's the first fight where I can be able to end it whenever I really want to. I just think that I'm so I can try to go for a knockout, but it depends if I fight differently and try to go in for the kill. But I say first round. I think I'm gonna just be so easy. It's be my first can. And I'm not trying to say I'm overlooked in Soulful. It's just that when he told me that he did do a lot of boxing for a little bit and he stopped, that kind of made me disappointed because I continued. I didn't really want to. So the fact that I got that information, that's why I said first round.
No. No, man. Yeah, I'm excited for both those fights. I like asking this question as one of the last questions on the episodes. I want to ask you, what do you think is next or what would you want to see next? I'll say both from me and from Recon. We kind of already know what's going on with Recon right now with his Survivor tag team with Lesra, Intrepid, and what's the other guy's name?
Irai.
And then he's fighting Kodiak on the same card as you. But granted, he gets those wins. What would you want to see next from him?
Try to go for a heavyweight title.
That's the plan. That's still the plan.
Yeah. Heavyweight title, and then
I really want you to fight. I don't know if you're familiar with this person, Thomas the Spartan.
Oh.
Yeah, I know Thomas.
Because at first I thought you and Thomas were brothers. Like you kind of look similar to Thomas. And
listen, I would rather hear that than to hear that I'm fucking related to Slime, dude. I've gotten that. So
Damn.
at least Thomas can fight, man.
Yo, Slime, bro, they are.
Slime is so different. Slime is so different. Like he's crazy.
Shout out
I feel
Slime.
bad for Slime.
I'm always giving shout outs to Slime on these podcasts, but I thought Thomas, I mean, maybe I just haven't seen, but I haven't seen much from him. I kind of just thought he was maybe out of the scene a little bit.
I think he's just taking a break because he's also focusing on his movies and his stuff, and he also, has a relationship. So he's just basically doing his own thing. I think he will return eventually, just not now.
I mean,
right now.
I fight Thomas. I've seen his fights before.
Yeah, she did.
I mean, he lost Mills, but it was because AJ didn't want to fight Ant, so Thomas said, "Fuck it, I'll fight Ant."
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's all I got for you. That's all the questions I have. I'm really excited to watch you work in 10 days. And like I said, we're gonna be doing a live stream on the YouTube channel.
We'll be watching you.
Yeah, we'll be watching. I'm excited to watch you go to work. And like I said multiple times, March 21st, watch it in real life. Watch you with Soulful go in there and work. And I wish you all the best, man. Thank you for hopping on this podcast with us. I'm glad that we get you on. Like I said, I thought this episode was going to be cursed or something. We could not all something happen every day.
Not really.
But yeah, man. I wish you good health coming into your fights. I'm excited to watch you work. And yeah, that's all I got, man. Recon, you got anything else?
That's pretty much it too. Excited to see Sword 7 and definitely gonna be there ringside for that round 1 knockout he's saying he's gonna give us.
Yep. Yeah. Thank you so much for being on, man. I'm glad we could get you on.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Awesome. All right. Thank you guys for listening.